water.
Oh, right.
19-gallon.
We're doing 2
Oh,
foil.
you're the boss.
They come to get their
nice.
Incred-I-Box. Look
Like
here. They're pulling it to Okinawa.
No, they're not. I wish.
Yeah? When are you guys leaving out?
In 2 weeks. 2
2
weeks
weeks.
from today.
So, where are you going to put the Incred-I-Box?
At
Good question.
our Tennessee property for right now.
Oh, where's it at? In the middle?
In Portland.
Where's Portland at?
It's the...
What do you need, Mandy?
Second
God,
to
you
him.
keep pushing me.
Hand it to him.
Here, take it, hold it. She's
It's a microphone.
even though this
Testing,
thing will catch
testing.
anything.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6. Good.
Portland, Tennessee.
So
It's
Portland,
the last exit, second to the last exit before you hit Kentucky
north
on
of
I-65.
Nashville.
Oh, that's no man's land. I don't know.
It is no man's land, yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
So
I'll be
it's
darned.
35 miles north of
Kentucky
Nashville.
Lake's up that way or something to the right, and then Indiana's to the left.
No,
Indiana's straight
nothing's
up.
there.
None of that.
None of that.
No, none of that.
No, yeah.
I'll be. What do you got there? Some land? Okay.
That's our home of record.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
Sounds very military, doesn't it?
Yeah. Home of
Yeah.
record. What do you do in Okinawa?
We're both civilian teachers there.
Got it. You
So-
teach the bases?
Yes.
American soldier
Yes.
families?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Great.
So
Wow.
She teaches Spanish, and I teach whatever I want. No,
Really?
I teach PE and English as a second language.
Well,
So it's fun, but it's a good group of kids. So
yeah.
I'm getting directed.
Yeah,
You thought she was
Oh,
your
I
director?
know it. Yeah.
She's my director.
And she's directed too.
Yeah, yeah.
God. How long y'all been doing that?
10 years.
10 years.
Wow.
We just got a crazy idea, and
That was
just
our
like
midlife
buying an
crisis.
Incred-I-Box.
Yeah. Just said, let's go.
Yeah.
What is it like living there? That's what I want to know.
It's beautiful. It's when we go to work, it's like going to work in Miami.
Yeah.
You know, and then when we leave, it's like the Hawaii of Japan,
Wow.
because the weather is similar to Miami,
Okay.
and
it's
it's
hot
hot all
and
year
humid.
round.
Like right
So
now.
60 degrees is our winter.
Really?
So right now it's scalding hot. It's like 104, 105. But
Yeah,
in the evening,
humid.
there's a nice
Need to come.
ocean breeze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Check it out yourself.
But you do
I
have to
will.
worry
If you get a
about
minute.
typhoons and minor earthquake here and there, you know, because we're on
And
the ring of fire.
Godzilla's there.
Yeah, Godzilla's
I
there.
always heard that.
Mothra.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Is it mountainous or anything?
hilly. It's very
Hilly.
hilly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They call
I'm gonna call it
Okinawa
mountainous,
is called
but
the Rock.
Okay.
So, you know, it's a strategic area near Taiwan, and it's south. It's about 900 miles south of Tokyo. So it's in an area that's it's just a part of the archipelago of Japan.
Gotcha.
So it's the end of it.
Yeah.
And so there's kids there, and we teach and
Wow.
give it a whirl.
Well, now, I have to say something. If I was to go to my kids today and say, listen, Mom is going to start teaching in Okinawa, my daughter would have to be hospitalized, okay? What did your kids say?
Well, they were going to college.
Who cares what they say? I don't care.
They were going to college, so we had, from the time we got the job, we had 2 weeks to pack up our house, take them to school, drop them off, MTSU, they went to MTSU, and then pack and go, you
Yeah.
know.
See ya.
So yeah,
Yeah.
kind of see ya.
So you're grown now.
Yeah.
See ya. It's Mom and Dad's turn to have some fun.
Yeah,
So,
it was hard,
it's
it was
good.
difficult.
Had to be.
But, you know, with FaceTime, that makes
Yes.
the world of difference because,
Yeah.
you know, we both traveled prior to FaceTime.
Yes.
That was harder.
So
you
they
know.
were used
Yeah.
to you traveling.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you know,
This is
it's
more on
still
a
weird to
permanent-
leave them.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
fended for themselves and they're okay and
Yeah.
they've all come to visit and they love it and they
Good.
understand after seeing it they understand why.
Good.
What the draw is, huh? Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my family used to say, come back, why are you there? Until they came to visit and then they were like, okay, we get it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a
So-
different way of life.
It is a
the
different way
pace
of
and
life.
everything. And
Yes.
What is
True.
the biggest difference? Like, what is so different?
What's
over
the
there?
draw? Yeah.
What is it?
Well, it's the beauty of the island itself.
Really?
Because it's a subtropical island and the beaches are beautiful. If you just Google it and the first picture that'll come up will be a lovely beach and you're like, okay, we're going. That's kind of how we did our research.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing we knew about Okinawa was the Karate Kid. You know, Japan here,
Yes.
Okinawa here.
That's
You know,
it.
that's
China
that's
here,
how we
yeah.
knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Working in education is difficult, period.
Yeah.
You know, no matter where you are.
Yes.
But the interesting thing about working on a base is some kids, they're all American, but some kids have never been to America
Oh.
because their parents are career military people.
Yes.
So they'll say, they can never say where they're from. They'll say, our last station was Germany,
Yeah.
or our last station was Hawaii, and they travel all over.
Yes.
And some of them have only come to visit, but they've never lived in the States, and that's really amazing. And Okinawa is a unique base because it's very multicultural on the base. So you got people from everywhere, and it's a family-friendly base.
Really? That's
So it's
cool.
not, some bases, like some of the Marine bases are like,
Yeah.
but this is a family-friendly base, and the kids are really unique and interesting, and they travel, and
Wow.
it's
They're
pretty cool.
sharp.
Yeah,
I
it's
bet.
sharp.
And diverse.
Very
Yeah.
diverse.
It's
Well-rounded.
Surprising.
kids.
So it was
Yes.
like,
That makes it enjoyable.
it does.
Yeah.
I'll
It
be.
does.
And you got a home there? Did you buy one or? That's a story, right?
That's a story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
you got a house or something to live in, or apartment? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of the package is that they give you housing.
Got you.
We
Yeah.
do have shelter there.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
we do have shelter.
Yeah.
If you
We'll
came
talk
to
more
visit,
off-
we'd have a
off
place for you.
camera.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
And
We'll
we're serious, so come.
Okay, I'll be
You're
there.
what? I missed that. What?
You guys are
Nothing.
welcome to come.
Oh, yeah, that's
We'll
right.
talk
Oh,
off camera.
Yeah,
We'll talk off camera. That's right.
yeah.
That's cool. Is
We don't give
surfing?
all this. Yeah,
They
surfing.
do have surfing. Yeah.
Probably in the
scuba
winter?
diving. Anytime, pretty
anytime.
much.
Really?
Wintertime, yeah, the waves are bigger. So I'm not a surfer, but I have friends that surf.
Yeah.
But he took a
So,
lesson.
Yeah.
It was pathetic, yeah.
It was pathetic.
I
God,
said
I'd
cute.
love
He
to.
said pathetic.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm no good either, but I love doing it.
Yeah,
We know a good
yeah.
surf teacher. He's very nice.
Yeah.
He's professional.
Yeah.
Like he's a
Nice.
ex-pro
Yeah.
surfer.
Yeah.
And he
Good.
does this, and he's very kind and very,
That would be
he
awesome.
loves it, so he does it for the love of surfing and
Yeah.
teaching.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
All right, I'm coming
Yeah.
Good.
for sure.
You're so busy working, but we hope you do.
Yeah.
come.
Well, that's why we're doing this video. We're
Yeah.
hoping that the world will love our Incred-I-Box.
Yeah.
This is something that I've been looking forward to since
Yeah.
day one of starting our company, that we would have a routine home that we could offer for a great price
Yeah.
and feed the world, man. And it's just, everybody's excited about it. The guys like
Yeah.
building them, we like building them and selling them, and you guys, of course, I live in one, and
Well,
it's,
and two, but my curiosity is killing me. You're leaving. Why do you need an Incred-I-Box?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody's doing it.
All the cool kids
all
are
the
doing
cool
it. We
That's
gotta-
right. Yeah.
Well, we have 4 kids, and they're all at different states in their life. So,
Uh-huh.
and we figured out somebody will be able to use this thing
Yeah.
And
Yes.
somebody's
at
going to
some
use
point
it
in
soon.
life.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Gotcha.
There
Just
you
leave
go.
it at that.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Are you
Okay.
feeling an urgency, like this is too good to be true? We better jump on it while the
Yes.
price is low.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why,
Good.
we talked about the solar package, and
Yeah.
I was like, we can't wait. We have to get it now.
Yeah.
We vacillate.
Oh, you guys talked about the western part of the country.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were out there 2 days ago.
Okay.
And we were there for about 10 days, visiting family and so on.
Yes.
And the homeless problem out there is through the roof.
Crazy.
And it's not
Unbelievable.
just, of course, it's not just housing. It's all this other stuff.
Yes.
But that would be a great start, is because people were. I mean, we were literally at our hotel, walking down the street, and afraid
Yeah.
of what was going to happen.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
someone might jump out and get you, but they're sleeping in parking lots.
Yes.
At
And
gas
rough and
stations.
everything, yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
loaded, and not
Yeah.
one or two. It's hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, okay, homeless.
Hey, Jan.
Yeah.
Who's going to buy them a house, and where are they going to put the house?
Yeah.
You know. And
How
I've
are
got
they ever going to get out of that situation?
yeah, and
You
I've
know?
got several. I don't know, my own ideas that could work to using these homes.
Yeah.
But who's going to buy them? Who's going to finance them?
Yeah.
You know, I know them cities would love to have that homeless cleaned up. And what is it costing the city to have that homeless there? What are they losing?
They're losing a lot.
They're losing a
lot.
lot. And I've got a proposal. If I walked into San Francisco and said, I'm going to take all 6,000 of your homeless and I'm going to move them out overnight,
Hey,
what is it
Jaja.
worth it to them?
Yeah.
You know, there's land that we could take, and there's people that would pay for these to be set up
Yes.
and build an entire city of this. And there would be people volunteer. I know their time for counseling and rehab
Because
and whatever
they
they
have to
could.
have all that. They can't, like you
Right.
said, it's not just housing.
As
They
you
have
know-
to have medical care, dental
Yes.
care. They
Yep.
have to have
Do you remember-
psychological care.
You remember as a
everything.
teacher?
Yes.
A teacher, you
Badly.
studied Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
food, shelter,
Yes.
so on,
Exactly.
housing, yeah, those things. So
Yep.
Yes.
it's the same thing.
I know it.
If
And
you have those needs met, then
you got, then they'll
right.
listen.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is too, is that I know that if they get if I pulled up with a bus and said, "Hey, everybody, I'm going to take you to a better promised land," right?
yeah.
People wouldn't go.
No, they wouldn't.
No,
Yeah,
they would
it's-
not.
I don't think
It's
they'd
tough.
go because they're probably going to go somewhere where there's going to have to be responsibility.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's another factor.
Another, yes.
And so it's
you
a
know.
whole different, I've learned there's different levels of homelessness, mentality, physically, and all that
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
A lot of them love living in that situation.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
They
because-
like it.
Right.
It's a tough. It has a myriad of problems, but
It does.
this thing could help out a lot of people.
I know.
Yeah.
So you
We're
know, I'm-
trying to get there
Yeah.
to show that so
Yeah.
we can get out there and to help because we hear it all the time. I mean, people, it's the whole country's problem because
Yeah.
everybody's leaving California, they're leaving Oregon, they're leaving Nevada, they're leaving,
Yeah.
Yeah.
leaving these states.
Yeah.
And this is really great also for young college
Yes,
because they don't realize how hard adulting is.
yes,
And when they realize all the bills that they have to pay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
and they realize, how am I supposed to keep track of all of this?
That's right.
And a lot of young people think they're going to graduate from college and get a big
Big job. Yeah.
you know, and they could buy their first beautiful apartment. And after 6 months of paying bills, they're like, this is for the birds.
Yes.
$2,000 a month just for rent.
Rent is
Yeah.
skyrocketed.
Our
Yeah.
son lives in 500 square feet, a little tiny apartment, and it's 1,300, not including the
Utilities.
Utilities and
stuff.
everything.
Plus the car payment. So 2/3 of his salary is going just
It's
to
gone.
live,
Yep.
and that's
My son's the same way.
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
And but you have to
crazy.
live in those certain areas if you want safety.
Yes.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's really hard for the young people coming out of university.
Yeah.
Well,
and-
Carson just left Hollywood.
North Hollywood because he felt unsafe. You know, he's dead. I can't go to the mailbox at night. He said, I got 3 or 4 guys sleeping there.
Yeah.
You know, and he said, gosh, what am I going to do? So he went to south of Denver, a little bitty town now. But, you know, if the towns or the cities could give these a place in their backyards, people's
Yes.
backyards, it would, of course, you could house a homeless or a college student. Just say you give them, if they house college students, they were allowed to do it. You know, specific reasons for tiny homes and have
Yes.
regulations that it's inspected, it's done right. What's the harm?
Yeah.
You know? But the cities and these inspectors
want money.
and
Yeah.
the people,
Money. It's
we'll
all
pay them
money.
money.
Yeah.
You know, the city here of Newport, before I could volunteer, I'm trying to get all this going, I was going to volunteer a volunteer tax on myself and give it to the city. The state of Tennessee put a tax on us without a notification, nothing, just on tiny homes.
Wow.
There's no other tiny home place except for ours, and
Yeah,
they see
in
our
the state.
YouTube all the time, and we draw a lot of attention. And that's
Interesting.
fine, it's taxing. They're going to be taxing. I said, yeah. I said, I want it all to go to county schools or something, you know?
Yeah.
But I was going to voluntarily
here.
do that to show the state we're not here to try to tax evade anybody.
Okay.
No.
I think it's good that you participate with the schools, the state. We should get,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
But anyway, I wish I could get in front of some board members. I don't even know if that would mean anything because we went before one city, and you can tell, just like so many other needs in the world, people benefit financially from needs, and you can't infiltrate that
Yeah.
because when I bought land in Sevier County, I bought 160 acres on $160,000, and I had just sold a house that I had built physically, my wood all by myself. And when I transferred the deed over, the local attorney they called it home cooking during the closing, and luckily I had an attorney there, and he's seen it, and they seen what was going on. And now I know there's home cooking in San Francisco. There's home cooking in Detroit. LA, everywhere, because
yeah.
people have got their grips on stuff that holds back progress or innovation unless they're going to benefit from it, you know. So I'm going to try to, I don't know if I don't get the brains to do all that, but
Well, this is one of the things
You have the
that we had
desire,
talked
that's
about
important.
yeah.
with them needing it for one of their kids. I mean, there's kids, there's the elderly
Yeah.
that is desperate. They're not ready for the nursing home.
Right.
But they're
That
putting them
too,
in these
yeah.
nursing homes and they're not ready
Yeah.
and they give up. I mean, we're talking they give up. They're
Right.
Yeah.
losing life. They're not ready for that. these would solve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom could have lived in this. It's a
She sure
36-inch
could
door.
have. Yeah.
Her bed, hospital bed, had been right there. It'd been
Yeah.
actually better because she could transverse into the bathroom better. It's just
all straight
4 steps.
shot, yeah.
Done and back in the bed, and have a lazy boy chair there too. You know.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think, but it's perfect. You know, we've even made the door a little bit wider now.
Yeah.
We've tried to increase the door to about 33,
Right.
and it's working out. Yeah.
We're tickled to death that you all are getting one, and we've missed you. What, the past 2 times you've been here?
I
This
was
is my
here.
first time.
This
I
your
was
first
here
time?
Yeah.
in June. I was here in June
Okay.
with Micah,
Yes.
and we just did a quick tour.
We missed
and-
you. We were either
yeah.
leaving or filming. I can't remember
We
what
came
we were doing.
kind of on a whim. We didn't realize how close we were,
Yeah.
and we just went to see, and we just missed you. So,
Aw.
but I'm glad. I
We're
feel
so
like my
glad.
life is complete now.
You know,
It's full circle. We met you in person.
Oh man.
we started watching your videos because Micah lived in Okinawa with us.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was coming to the States to get a job, and we're like, I was looking, apartments so expensive. And
Yes.
that's what's, I started
Yeah.
looking at tiny homes. That's when we found you. So this was like, what, 5, 6 years ago? I don't know. You've
Wow.
been in business, what, 7?
He came here.
7 years.
We were
yeah.
3.5 years. We've been here in this building, this site.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
None
but
of
we
this
were
other stuff was
watching
here.
when you were first making the RJOs for like 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, this is incredible. This is so smart. And
Yeah.
I was watching him, and then I got
I
him
watch
to
you
watch.
guys
Now
about
he
every
watches
day.
you daily,
Almost every day.
you know.
It's always a day behind or whatever.
Yes.
I've gotten out of the swing of things, but
Yeah.
usually I don't feel like my life is complete if I haven't. Because then we'll talk about like they're doing this now and they're doing that. So you're very innovative and of course the important thing is that you guys have good heart and you're doing this. Yeah, it's a business, but you're also not so corporate-y about it. So
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
people would understand.
And
that.
I want
So-
everybody. This is tiny, but it feels bigger when you walk inside. It feels bigger. You would have to declutter and downsize,
Yes.
but it's like buying a whole complete
That's cathartic.
room, and it's taller, so it
Yes.
feels more spacious.
IKEA,
and,
baby.
you know, if you could live simply and small, this is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the way to go.
That is great.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
So-
And
Yeah.
20 grand.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Good.
I'm excited.
We're
Aw.
so
I'm
excited
excited.
for you.
Did you have to finance it? I didn't want to, because we're asking, a lot of people are buying them, but they're not. We got 40 contracts out, and people aren't sending in their money, and we're wanted to ask them, like, what's hold up? Are you having trouble getting financing, or what do you need?
We paid it cash.
You saved up.
We
Okay.
saved up
Okay.
because we've been watching
right.
you for years, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I want one of these.
Well, I was just curious. That's all. I was wondering what.
But my brother was interested in one of these, and he went through the whole finance thing, and
Okay.
he got approved.
He got approved. It wasn't too difficult.
But then
Yeah.
he said, I want to see yours first.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's
That's
right.
So who knows? You might be meeting my brother
Good.
soon.
Yeah.
Aw.
And knowing him, he'll probably want to upgrade to a 10 by
Yeah.
20 or
You'll have a
something.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Birmingham,
the huge
which
one.
I'm so curious to see
Oh.
because
Yes.
I need to see it. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
They're
But,
coming.
Yeah.
but he
Well, you-
said that he knows my taste. He goes, you're gonna love that one.
Yes.
You know what?
I can't wait.
The Amish
Yeah.
called me the other day, and David called me. He said, Randy, he said, have you seen pictures of this Lexington? Because I've been going up there helping them build it. Well, I didn't see the siding going up. I did everything, but now they've been putting the siding for about a week. And I said, no, I haven't seen it. Now he's a carpenter, been for us for 2 years, the Amish. He's never called me once and said, this is a cool looking house, right? He said, this is a cool looking
If
house.
you're a
Yeah.
builder,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
saying this is a
Yeah,
cool looking
exactly.
house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I screamed on the phone. I said, yes, that's what I wanted them to get excited about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That big overhang and the corbel, and he said, you know those exposed rafters you got on there? He said,
Exposed.
wow.
David
Yeah.
showed us a cool one. What's the name of that one?
Wyatt. Wyatt.
The Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
That one was pretty cool too, guys.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to see that,
Yeah.
or I don't know if you filmed it already because I haven't watched you since I've been stateside.
Okay.
But
You got
that's a cool one
you got
too.
the concept down, because the idea that you go in an RV and it's so claustrophobic.
Yeah,
Because it's this way, and
Yes.
then you got all this stuff.
and all the stuff, right?
Yeah. So the whole layouts, I think people get a little leery if they don't know the layout, but
yeah.
it's really, you can do a lot with that space. depending on depending on how much junk you
How
have.
much need
That's
you are.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or get it out. But I mean, you can go up, and you can go wherever or whatever you deem.
I base
important.
I base almost every design on one big room.
Yeah.
I think the big
Yeah.
room makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel
Yeah.
not in a tiny house,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the taller ceilings. That
Now,
Yes.
what
really
kind of
helps.
space do you all live in?
That's a great question.
A big space.
A big
I live
space.
outdoors.
When we first moved
The
there,
earth.
yeah.
The earth.
When we first moved out there, we thought we were going to live in a tiny Japanese apartment.
Yeah.
Most people in the world live at about 500, even 300 square
Really?
feet.
I'll
Yeah.
be-
Yeah.
And many Japanese families, for instance, if they do have a house, they have extended family.
Okay.
So they have grandma and grandpa on the first floor and,
Right.
and so on. But most people who are living on their own,
Yeah.
they're 200-300 square feet. Now we're fortunate that we have
They
the
gave
house
us
we
a
have.
Western style house.
Yeah.
Really?
So it's
Very.
like it's like
For-
1,700 square feet.
They built
you
for
serious?
Americans.
Yeah.
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 So it's very huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not for Texas, but
Not
like
for
for
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But in-
it's too big
In
for two
Asia, they
people.
have smaller furniture, and a lot of homes don't use full beds or king beds. They do the roll-up beds, and everybody just like sleeps.
What they do
together
is
on
they
the
have
floor,
Really?
which
they
is
have
smart,
their couches
you
are
know?
actually lower,
Okay.
They
so
have
you
smaller.
have it gives the idea that the ceiling's higher.
Right.
Yeah.
So all the furniture's lower. Of course,
Oh,
I
we
put
know.
my big
Smaller.
American body in it, and it's like, oh,
Almost sitting on the floor almost.
yeah,
But it's very comfortable. They
Yeah.
design it in a way. I mean, at first you're thinking, oh, cute, like doll furniture, but it's actually, when you look
It
at the
works
space, it's
for
super
a tiny
practical.
space.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And their beds are just pads rolled out.
Well, some people.
For-
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
futons
beds. They sell beds, of
or
course.
tatami
Yeah.
mats.
But-
It's like a grass
yeah,
mat,
like
or,
a-
but it's just
tatami
a
mat.
it's like a big comforter that's super thick.
Yeah.
And they'll just roll it out.
Yeah.
So their
And they put it away in the
their
day,
idea of a
Put it
room
that way in the day.
And
is-
then use the space.
they use this, yeah, like it'll be
I
a
see.
bedroom at night.
Yeah.
They'll pick it up. It'll be the dining room.
right.
That's
It'll be
great.
you pick
Yeah,
that up.
that's
It'll
why-
be the sitting room.
After
So it's
learning
all.
and seeing that,
Yeah.
this becomes
It's a
more and more
very
appealing.
Absolutely.
the Western way of thinking is we have a big house and we have the dining room and the bedroom
Yes.
and the this. And
too much to clean, I
whereas
don't
those small spaces they have to use them for it's similar
Yeah.
as tiny home.
Yeah.
So what
living,
is
so,
their what is their draw? You know, like here in America, everything. Oh, my house is everything. I want to show. I want to have big everything, big garden room, everything. All this blah blah, big den. Remember, we all had a den and stuff.
Yeah.
What is their focus over there? If it's not focused on a great big house, is it being outdoors in nature?
Being
Yeah.
outdoors in nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Families go out and enjoy the public parks. Every community has like a public
Yeah.
space.
Yes.
They spend family time going to like museums and family events, and land is more valuable than the actual house.
Really?
So
Okay.
if you
Houses
have
devalue
houses
over time.
devalue, like nobody
Wow.
wants
They
to
don't-
buy a
the
house
land values
after
Yeah.
10
house
years.
goes down.
I'll
You
be
know, it devalues.
You
Like
need to
where
come on a
here it
field trip.
increases,
Yes.
and there it goes down.
It
But the
goes
land
down.
value is what's the
Nice.
the
How
key thing.
interesting.
I like those priorities, you know?
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. Very family oriented.
Yeah, very family.
Instead of coming over and look at my big, huge basement and I got pool
Right.
tables and
Yeah.
ping pong tables and all
they
that.
go out to restaurants or meet. You know, they're always
Socializing.
out. Socializing
What a
because their
great
space
focus.
is small.
Wow.
So,
As I was going to say,
Yeah, go ahead.
that the reason why we're interested in this is that the older that we get, money is less and less important, and so what's
Yeah.
more important is time,
Yeah.
and the other thing is health.
You got
Right.
it.
And it's
Yes.
if you have
Yeah.
those two things, the money, you can always, if you make a lot of money, great, good for you.
Yeah.
But if you don't have health and
Oh.
time, forget
ain't
about
nothing.
it.
Yep.
So if you can release having a third or a half of your income going towards the big house,
Yep.
Yes.
then you're smart in that because then you have more time for living
Yes.
and the people around you. I don't think anybody on their deathbed is going to say, "Let me see the den one more time," So, you know what I mean?
The big screen
Yeah.
TV.
Let me touch it one more time.
Yeah.
There's a remote. Yeah.
On
Yeah.
raining days,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
resent your house.
forget
you know
about
what I
it,
mean?
yeah.
It's just like, oh, I gotta mop this, or I gotta dust this, and I gotta
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that. You know,
I'm tired of cleaning.
I'm
I
trying
wanna-
to clean it.
I want to go minimal.
You know,
Yeah.
the other thing I
That
want to
neat.
ask too is the kids over there. Are they all dying to go to the United States, or are they? What's their goals?
Yes,
Are we
and
talking about
Like
high
local?
schoolers or
local kids?
Like the local.
Kids, the locals.
Oh,
I think there's a desire for that because the world has become a smaller place
Oh,
because
yeah.
of this stuff.
Yeah.
too, yeah.
So there's a desire
A curiosity.
for a curiosity.
Curiosity.
a curiosity.
But
But they also know they live in paradise.
They
Yeah.
do.
That's awesome.
They know
Yeah.
they live in paradise, but somehow the grass seems greener.
Oh, yeah.
Based
Yes.
on movies and TV.
Yes.
And I've spoken to a lot of like older Japanese women, and their view of America is through TV, and
Yes.
you know. So a lot of them,
Sounds
my
scary.
age, you know, they grew up with Top Gun 1.
Yes.
And you know,
Yes.
so
Everybody's Tom Cruise.
everybody wants to meet Tom Cruise, and they grew up with like old American style movies. So
Yes.
to them, older American men such as like Cary Grant or you know
Yes.
Gregory Peck, they feel like, oh, those are what American men are like. That's
Yeah.
very exciting, but it's not the case anymore.
No.
But you know that's
They got bun men now.
yeah, bun and beard men.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Forget
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We
That don't
saw a
work.
lot of them when we were in the Pacific Northwest
Yeah.
the last 10 days.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm out of style.
And you know, I'm like, I know that's a young person, but they look old.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So, you know, everybody's view is based on media.
Yeah.
So, you know, kids want to go because, you know, they think everybody lives in one of those MTV crib houses. And,
Yes.
and also that we have big lawns. You know,
Oh.
in America, that's desirable. Why? Because of land.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and if they
Yeah.
see like an American that has like their own pool in the backyard, that's like, why would you
Yeah.
have your own pool in the backyard when you
Right.
could go to the community center? I want to have my own pool.
Yeah.
We don't have a pool, by
Yes,
the way.
right, exactly.
But you know, that's desirable.
Yeah.
See.
So much better go to community center.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
You
where
don't
all
have
the
to
girls
clean
are at and all the
pool.
boys are at.
Everybody,
You know, you can hang out.
everybody's there socializing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Exactly.
There's-
What a interesting point of view, but a different place, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So we feel blessed to have that job, but we're
Yes.
also homesick because
How you have to be.
this we were kind of locked down for 3 years. We really just got out of lockdown in March. You know,
There.
Yeah.
Japan was
Wow.
I
very,
was
Stricter.
very
just about to
strict.
ask, do you still have
Wow.
to wear a
Oh
mask?
yes.
Yeah.
When we
You
go
do.
back, yes, and we
Yeah.
have to go do the COVID testing before we fly back.
Yes.
And there's an app we have to go through and
The whole deal.
the whole
Yeah.
deal, and they're very strict. It's
Yes.
no joking, no. So coming
'Cause it's
here,
the island, yeah.
we and just the whole country itself.
Man.
Like last year, we didn't travel to the States because we had to pay on our own dime to quarantine.
Yes.
And that would have been very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So we were able to travel within the mainland, but here's one thing I want to say. They follow, it's a collective community, so they followed their rules very strictly. No talking on public transportation, no talking in the restaurant. They ask you to take your mask off, eat, put your
You've
mask
asked me to
back
be
on.
quiet many times.
Because he's just
I'm loud.
generally loud because he's a
my
PE
PE voice.
teacher.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you guys
Hey.
get along great.
yeah.
So it felt weird because you're in one of the biggest cities in the world,
Wow.
Tokyo, and everybody's
I
just
bet
walking
it's
around.
quiet.
Like
Quiet.
robots.
And we've seen
Really?
it before
Weird.
when it was more bustling,
Wow.
but everybody's riding the escalator quietly, riding the train quietly. It felt creepy,
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
and that's
Never
But
saw
they
true.
were serious about
Oh,
it.
they're
I mean,
so serious.
Yes.
And I mean, there's when you go to the grocery store, when you're outside, because they have outside speakers for
Yes.
each community, and they're saying, please, to prevent the spread of coronavirus, they say it in like 3 different languages. Please wear your mask. Please use hand sanitizer.
Really?
That's constantly in the grocery stores, in the mall. When you go to the mall, they take your temperature. You know, you have to use the hand sanitizer.
Did it?
It's-
Well, let me ask you. Did it work? I mean, what did you all have very low numbers?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's interesting.
They're going up.
They're going
really high
up.
right
See,
now.
that's interesting.
And then, you know, media is also deceptive because
Yes.
they say all the hospitals are full. Well, we found out each hospital has X number of beds for COVID. So let's say you're a big hospital, but you only have 8 beds for COVID. So once those 8, we have full to capacity. Well, you know.
Not of all COVID.
Right. They're
Right.
not all COVID
But,
dead.
exactly. So
Man.
I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they can't see that. They're
Well-
government and people.
They're doing the best they can. Everybody's trying to figure it out.
Right.
I'm glad that wasn't loud.
I know it.
I'm glad we could talk loud, you know.
You're good,
Thanks for
buddy.
dragging that across there, Junior.
Thank you, Junior.
Sorry. No problem.
He's gonna go another round.
Well, Randy, that's their house leaving.
Is that their house?
Oh.
Leaving.
I thought it was this one.
Thanks, everybody. Gotta go.
That's our cue.
All right.
Thank you all so much. This
You're
is
welcome.
such a treat to come and talk to you. When we heard that you were here, I was like, Randy's like, come on, we gotta go.
We're also plant-based.
Are you?
All the books, like Dr. Greger and all those
Yeah.
people. So
Those are our people.
yeah, those
Yeah.
are our people.
Aw.
So I really admire you and what you're doing, and
If we were here,
if,
you guys
if
would
I
be
was a
best friends.
carpenter, if I could actually build something, I'd love to work here.
Yeah, we'd
But,
love to have you.
But
Yeah.
I know I could sweep the floors.
Well,
really well.
we got a lot to sweep.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't want to sweep.
Love to have
Yeah,
you.
Tell
you
you
need
that.
a girl.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
I'll ride
Yeah.
around with you.
There you go. You be with me. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
we're trying to. I think we're building a good crew here. It's
Yeah,
just.
it's
This
good.
is the best we've ever had it with men and personnel and
Yes.
Takes a lot.
everything,
It
the
does.
It's your big
organization.
classroom. It's your classroom.
Man,
I
it's
tried to
taken
hire
so
their
long.
son. I tried to hire their son, but that's hard to take away from Nashville. I was like, listen, it's Newport. It ain't like Nashville. So he's a young guy. He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
he's
he'd
not
die
gonna come
here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is theirs.
Yep.
Yeah, we
All
probably
right.
have to sign
There's your
something.
Well, we'll
paperwork.
wrap it up. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Thank you.
guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
Got
Yes.
all the
And what
politics
you
and
do.
everything. So thank you.
Yeah, and we're coming to visit.
Yeah. Yes.
You
yeah.
heard
We.
it. You heard it, everybody.
That's
They're
right.
coming.
That's right. You
Does
guys.
she
Yeah.
travel well? No, just okay. I'll stop.
I don't.
Stop. Right there.
I'll get you something for that.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna watch you drive away.
Sorry, I'm apologizing in advance.
That's so cool. It looks so cool hooked up.
So they rented a U-Haul.
Yeah, they rented a
I
U-Haul.
never thought about it. You just
I
need
didn't
a pickup.
either.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's just a regular two-wheel drive, 1500. Yep.
Look at there. There they go.
Yep. Nice.
I mean, they're getting ready to haul it to Kentucky.
Yep. So, our quality control, all right, at the end of our line, okay, the guys at the beginning of the line, they checked the brake lights and everything, make sure they work before we even build the house. And at the end of the line, we go over the lug nuts. We actually tighten those lug nuts. All right, the guys are hooking up the brake release, the chains. Have to.
Yours was not on.
No, it wasn't. I know. I looked. I think batteries are dead.
Okay.
But even though this doesn't have a barn door, because it doesn't, man, you can just get in this thing and go. Now, one thing that I remembered.
What?
Our soft closed cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they don't just come open. So people were saying, hey, you need an RV, like snap for a drawer closer.
Okay.
Now these don't open like that.
Oh,
You got to
okay.
actually grab them and pull them. So
Great point.
during transport, we don't have drawers that are flying open.
That is true. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
Yep. So, I mean, if you're going to use it for an RV, of course, you got to strap everything down because if there's an abrupt, stop or taking off, things are going to move around.
Yeah.
But it's streamlined. It's aerodynamic to a point to where the roof is slanted like that. And I remember Matt said when he took it out west, the faster he went, the better it pulled because the wind was just pushing down on it,
Yes.
So
I remember him saying that.
I remember when we took ours to Asheville, it was 70 miles from here. Mm-hmm. Before I knew it, I looked down, I was doing 75.
We never even paid attention. We were talking and
Yeah.
really honestly forgot about the house behind
And that
us.
was a 2500
Oh,
3/4 ton
absolutely.
truck.
Yep,
Of course, that was way more than I needed, but it's what we had. Yep,
Thank you, Aaron.
good deal.
That's it. They are getting ready to pull out right now. That's it. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Thank you. That's so fun.
Hey, let us know how it goes, okay? I will. Yeah, give us a text. Yeah.
Bye. Oh,
Jonah.
what did you do?
Kanari.
Randy don't know what he's saying. There you go.
Yeah. Ching Mong Tung.
You don't know what you're saying.
No.
You haul style.
Yeah, Kimason. Kimosake.
So it says U-Haul. What
U-Haul,
what size
19
truck is that?
It's just a regular 1500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, F-150. I think it's probably a Chevy, isn't it? Yeah, Silverado.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're ready.
All right.
Sayonara. Bye, guys.
Kamikaze.
No, you don't say
Oh,
that.
no, that's bad, isn't it?
bad.
That's
There you go. See? They say the right
I
stuff.
don't know what he said.
Well, you don't need to be
thought
saying
he said
it.
pate.
Oh, stop
Pate,
it.
isn't it like a-
Oh, there they go.
Be nice to each other.
We will. Bye, guys. Oh, here it goes.
That's cool. Wow. There it goes. That's a hot and ready baby right
Hot
there.
ready.
Go, go, go. We need a train of them leaving here.
We do.
Isn't that beautiful? A $20,000 complete home. Kitchen, bathroom, living room, storage, closet. My gosh, what else do you want, Amanda? Hot water heater. And you heat it with a little Walmart little heater, $30 heater. Oh my gosh, we've arrived.
That was awesome, wasn't it, Dave? Nice people. They are so flippin' nice.
That's cool.
All
I'm glad
right.
we got all that. Everybody, come and get your hot and ready, grab and go, tiny
at 'em
home,
over there.
$20,000, lined up, ready to put your truck to it and get out of here for 20 grand. Hey, we don't know how long this deal will last. You never know. You know how prices are and inflation. It's just killing the world.
You know how Randy is. He'll
We
change
meant
his mind.
We meant to raise it up. Come and get it while you can, everybody. Please tell everybody. You know, this is the only way we market. Only way we get anything done here is you guys right here. And we're trying to do a mass marketing across the world, but you guys really help us out, all right? All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in a bit. Bye.